This is Matt. I added a thing at the bottom. Yeah. I was pretty jazzed about that. But yeah, I'm Matt, this is Super Apartment Friends, and on our new night, and I'm digging back into a little Yooka-Laylee, because it's a lot of fun. So yeah, hope everybody's having a good week. I'm glad this week is wrapping up. It's been an okay week. So, yeah, got a Bloody Mary. And depending on how the night goes, some Southern Comfort. So we're gonna have a little fun. Do a little platforming, little collectathoning. And yeah, last week we kind of went through different browser games and stuff, and that was really cool. But it did leave me thinking, like, hey man, let's dig into like an adventure game. So this one's been pretty sweet. I am a big Rare fan, and so when this Kickstarter was announced, I was super stoked. And so far, the game's pretty much living up. I think for kind of a smaller scale project, they really nailed it. Speaking of Kickstarter games, the fucking Friday the 13th game comes out next week, so I am super jazzed about that. So I will definitely be doing I'll definitely be streaming that some, because Jason's my baby boy. I love Jace. It's funny too, I haven't played this in a while, so before I started streaming, I was like, I gotta refamiliarize myself with the controls here. And it's funny because my brain wants to treat it exactly the same as Zelda, and it's because it's got some similar stuff. We're doing a lot of exploring and bad guy bashing, but it's just a little different. So let's see if I can readjust to this. And if we can't, fuck it. You know what I really want to do is get back to the spooky haunted level, because that was a jam. I was flipping through the just the stats, and each level has like 25 pages to collect, which kind of horrified me a little bit, because I think the best I've done so far is a big old 9. So it's a little daunting, but kind of in a fun way. What's up, Ricky-o? What are you... Hang on. Ricky... Is it not 10? It's 10:04. I've been on the air for 3 minutes and 20 seconds. You come in here swinging. Ricky-o, it's been too long of a week for you to come out windmilling at me. Just kidding. It's always a pleasure. What's up, man? I know, I was 45 seconds late. What a crock of bullshit. You know, usually you show up late, motherfucker, so, like... I'm looking out for you. It's all good. It's all good. Man, water kind of freaks me out in video games. Especially, like... Oh, you know what? That was a, that was about 10, you missed about 10 seconds of accident streaming. Yeah, that was a false alarm. That was me fucking up like a J-Brone. You didn't miss shit, except me feeling like a ding-dong. That's cool, she can do that underwater. I gotta try and remember all the happy horse shit I can do. He had like a cool grappling tongue. I can't remember how to do it. Ah, crap. Tell me how to do a game. Was it just that? Was it just my regular tongue? How's the high life? It's solid. Can't complain too much. It's you know, I'm glad the weekend's coming up. But yeah, just kind of not a bad week, just kind of a long week, you know. How about you? You had exams, so like I'm hoping that's okay. It's been a long time since I had to deal with exams, but don't miss it. Shit was always a little hair-raising. Alright. Let's see if I can just find my way back to that spooky Halloween level. Oh, this looks promising. Good sick? Like, radical sick? I hope so. It is always a relief to get exams done. It's like a weight lifted off your shoulders. I kind of miss school. You convinced your teacher to let's watch a Gamera movie? Oh, what Gamera movie? I fucking love Gamera. Gamera's my baby boy. Where am I? Is this where I'm meant to be? Oh, shit. No. Shit. Kinda wish we had a map. I want to get back to the Halloween level. I don't care about this old stuff. I do not care for this character. Yellow-ass refrigerator, Johnny Cab looking motherfucker. Pass. Hard pass. Guardian of the Universe, that is such a good choice. I think... So Guardian of the Universe isn't the funniest, because that's probably Gamera versus Guiron. But I think Guardian of the Universe is the best movie. Like, it's the most solidly put together. It doesn't necessarily have, like, the bitchinest monster action. Please level with me. That's weird, he, like, rocketed to the top. You got kind of bored with it? Oh, no. Oh, man, not me. I fucking love that one. That's my favorite of the trilogy. You know, I mean, hey, different folks and different strokes. Shit happens. A lot of people really love. Oh, I need to get through there. Oh, wow, I forgot. So many things. There we go. A lot of people. Legion's good, but Legion's good for monster action. Like the story doesn't grab me, because like who's the human protagonist in that movie? I still don't think I know. And you know, people love Gamera 3 a lot, which again has like amazing monster shit, but the story is real lopsided. But it's just a different strokes, different folks kind of thing. I finally got to see. Oh, the dubs are kind of boring. They're that really lo-fi, 3 people are doing it kind of dub. There we go. Okay, coming back to me now. Ow, fuck. Yeah, when you've got the dub where it's like 3 people are doing it, they're kind of not that awesome. But that whole trilogy though is so fucking good. I'm crazy about that shit. And so I finally saw Gamera the Brave, and that was fantastic. And that gave me good Guardian of the Universe kind of vibes. Dude, I love, yeah, Kaneko's the fucking shit. I think he's probably my favorite. Everybody likes Anno, and I get it, and it's totally totally for good reason. But I'm more of a Kaneko guy, I think. But I haven't seen all of I haven't really seen Anno's big stuff other than Shin Godzilla. Yeah, give me that pagey. Yeah, collecting. What? Kung Fu Kick? What are you talking about? Freedom. Horrible, horrible freedom. I'm glad you still love it. And if you didn't, it's all good. Oh, that's right. Higuchi, right? Yeah. Yeah, Otani's the shit. I was so glad I got to see him at G-Fest. Yeah. No, man, I'm not saying Guardian of the Universe is like a perfect movie, but it's my fave. Kinda gets a little on your tits. Hey, and you don't want it on your tits, right? I mean, who does? Well, I didn't get to meet him. Jess smoked a cigarette with him, but he was at G. I got to see him conduct, or he was just in the crowd. They did a big concert. They did a bunch of Ifuka-Bay stuff, and then they did, they had a I don't know if it was an orchestra, because it wasn't big enough to be an orchestra, just like a classical. I can't think of the word, because it's not a band, but just like, I guess it was band, but not like marching band. I don't know. They played it live. They did live. They did a live suite of Ifuka-Bay stuff and a live suite of Otani stuff, and it was fucking great. And he was there. He was really cool. He learned a little bit of English, and he talked to everybody. Like they brought him up on stage, and he said some stuff, and he just, you could tell he was just fucking floored by, the fact that his music was getting some love on the other side of the planet. It was a really cool experience. Because that was the first time his music had been performed live in the U.S. It was sweet. It was really cool. That was definitely a highlight of my G-Fest trip. I've been twice. And that one was, I think, 2015. It was a lot of fun. If you've never been, I think any fan should do it once. I don't think you have to go every year, but I think it's so cool to see at least one time. I think they did all Gamera stuff just to kind of stay. Weird. I'm starving? You're a piece of paper. This game's weird. I forgot how to turn invisible, I think. I thought I learned how to do that. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, they didn't do anything from Shadow of the Colossus, which is too bad, because that music is gorgeous. That's such a good game and such a good soundtrack. Okay, let's finally get here after all this putzing around. Alright. I don't think I'd have to look. Actually, you know what's funny? Now that we're talking about this, because I kickstarted that. I kickstarted that concert, Symphonic Theory, and oh, check it. Check it out. Oops. So I kickstarted the concert, which got me tickets and the CD. And let's see, Ko Otani. Yeah, I think it's. Is it Ko or. Yeah. Yeah, so for. I love idle animations. So Otani, they did a suite of Gamera 1, 2, and 3, and then of GMK. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Alright. Yeah, I think I've only found like 2 pages here. Let's see. 420, bro. 9 in Tribal Stack Towers, 9 in Glitter Glaze. Only 2 here. So, I gotta grab a couple before I go hunting to the next level. I think, so, I mean, the game came out in fucking April, so, like, it's not really spoilers anymore. But, I guess the other 2 worlds that we haven't seen yet, there's like a casino world, and then I think there's like a space one, which I'm fucking geeked about. Because I think space and sci-fi stuff is my favorite. It's like my favorite theme for them to explore in these like real goofy platformer adventure games. Besides spooky, I really like spooky as a theme too. Surprise. And I guess I shouldn't be shocked that this game has a good spooky world and a good space world considering their previous output. This level's set up kind of weird though. I guess it is called Moody Marsh Maze. They're really playing up the maze part. Love the color palette though. It's so green. Alright. I don't understand these guys yet. He beats me up? Like he's an item, I'm supposed to be able to pick him up. I don't understand. So if I hit him, nothing happens. Weird. They are not as cool. I liked Jinjo's better in Banjo-Kazooie. It's maybe unfair to compare every aspect of this game to Banjo-Kazooie, but I mean, you know, that's kind of what they were going for. Hell, I figure that's a more fair comparison than Breath of the Wild. Hit it when it turns orange. I don't know. It's those Ghost Riders are kind of weird because like camera angle. In this game they kind of give you a heads up on most stuff. So it's kind of weird that they just throw those out there with no explanation. Let's talk to this shopping cart? What? Hi. Some weird character designs. Yooka-Laylee got some hot takes on farmers markets. Yeah, how do you like his voice? Damn. Knock them all down at once? Oh boy. It's not that. This is a weird one. Oh yeah, are you freaking because of Cornell? Oh. Right. The new Gorillaz album. So I wonder if this is time-based, or if it's just like if you do them in the wrong order. Huh. We'll come back to this later. Don't understand. What are these jabronis? Whoa, the new Gorillaz album is bad? That's such a bummer, dude. Oh, I haven't run into that in a long time, thankfully. I'm gonna not only date myself, but reveal something embarrassing. I was in high school when Limp Bizkit came out, and it was very cool at the time, which is hard to believe. But I really liked their first couple albums, and then for Christmas I asked for Chocolate Starfish and the hot dog flavored water, and I'm listening to it in the car on the way home from my relative's house. Like, I just unwrapped it. I was listening to it on my headphones, and I didn't even finish the album. By like song 2, maybe 3, I'm like, oh, this sucks. And that was one of my first encounters with that. Ooh. See, well, that's kind of Gorillaz. The little bit I've listened to of them, kind of what makes them cool is that they do different stuff and they kind of mix up styles. But that I feel like that goes to show that that's tricky to pull off. If you don't do it just right, it, like you said, it's just a collage of garbage. Oh, this guy. This is horrifying. Why are there so many grocery carts in this swamp? Each album has a feel and central theme. Oh, damn, that's brutal. That's a bummer. Just another pop album. You know what, though? With that, you gotta hope that maybe it's a one-off. Maybe it's just kind of a stinker and they'll bounce back next time. They might not. But hopefully that's the case. Walls won't stop transmitting. Maybe it is. I guess you do sometimes see like grocery carts in like abandoned in like a bad part of town or just like in a ditch. Just a weird choice. Oh, that's true. They take forever to make albums. That's a bummer. You know what I would suggest too, is since now that you've given it a listen through, like, separate yourself from it for like a week or two and then dive in again and see if you feel differently. I can't say that I've had that experience with music, but I have had that with movies. So maybe, I don't know. I had that experience with The Goonies because I didn't see it as a kid. And everybody was like, "Oh, it's so great, I love The Goonies." And so I watched it when I was like 22. And I just was like, okay, that was a movie. And thought everybody was insane for loving it so much, or just had nostalgia goggles on. But then I watched it again. I caught it on cable or something. I caught it again like 6 or 8 months later. I'm like, okay, I get this now. So yeah, I'd give it another shot. The suicidal grocery cart. I wasn't really paying attention to what he said, so... Holy shit. Oh my god, no! I'm gonna die! Oh god. Alright. We'll try it again. Try this again. I hope he was joking when he said it was endless. Oh, shit. No, 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 no. Go, 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 go. Oh, a lot of juice. Come on. Oh, yes. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That is one thing I love about Rare's Collectathon games, is that, unlike Mario 64, the game doesn't stop when you collect something. So I can just keep dicking around in here forever. Forever. Whether or not that makes for a good stream is debatable. But I'm excited. I'm glad so far, I am 2 for 3 on Kickstarted video games. Which is, oh, does this stuff hurt me? No, it looks like it should hurt. Yes, okay. Oh god. Schmutz. Oh! Oh boy. Okay, there we go. Let's fight some rats. Haha! Are they rats or are they like mushroom rats? It looks like they have goatees. You're 1 for 1. What games have you kickstarted? Kaiju Combat, and then... What's your other one? Is that a Nook? No. Got all Nook-sighted. Give me the butterflies. I like a HUD that gets out of my way, but it's kind of scary when I'm low on health and not paying attention. Oh, 1 for 1, duh. I'm just glad to hear development is moving along for that. Because I kind of gave up on Kaiju Combat. I know they're still doing stuff, but I don't think that will happen. Beyond the weird card game they're doing. Back to Wig. They need to give this guy his own game because this shit's hilarious. I love this dude. Actually, speaking of cute cartoon games with snake characters, I almost bought Snake Pass. I don't know if you've seen anything about that one, Riccio, but it looks kind of fun. L2 and triangle. Lizard leap. Okay. Cool. Oh, that's cool. I actually don't know that much about Snake Pass. It had a little buzz around it for a second, and the buzz kind of got quiet before I even really found out what it is. But I think it's like a puzzle platformer where they really have a lot of fun with the whole concept of you playing as a snake, which is cool. Like, I think you coil around objects and stuff. I kind of want to try it out. Wait, what system? Back it up. Back it up, Riccio. Back it up, Riccio. Back it up. Oh, from Snake Pass. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a... It's a super specific thing. It, and, you know, like I said, I haven't had a chance to, like, actually play it. But, just based on the concept, it reminds me of a game nobody's probably heard of called Chameleon Twist. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. This was stupid. This was dumb. I've made a huge mistake. Yeah, but shit. Bummer. Chameleon Twist was an N64 game that was pretty obscure, but it was basically a Mario 64 clone. But in addition to just some basic jumps and stuff, you could shoot your tongue out, and when you shoot the tongue out, you could control it. You could, like, arc it and stuff, and then latch onto stuff, and then whatever shape you made with your tongue, it would freeze in that position, and then from there, you could rotate around whatever you hooked onto. Which probably sounds like nonsense, but, so you might have to look up a video to understand what the hell I'm trying to describe. But basically, like, imagine this is like a fixed point in that game, and I'm the character. I spit my tongue out, and I go, meh, and I go like that. Okay? And then I can pivot around it, like, in different ways. It was really interesting. And Snake Pass makes me think of that. Snake Pass also makes me think of my friend Ralph's musician name, Snake Piss. And it makes me want those two to get together. Maybe he could do the score for Snake Pass 2. Right, like, I want to say one of the, like, because there was a sequel to it too. One of the Chameleon Twists lucked out and came out during one of the N64's droughts. So even though it was just an okay game with a really cool premise, it got a little traction. Like, I rented that shit a couple times. It's a weird one. It's definitely not a lay hidden gem. That's what it is. But it's one of those dope ideas where it's like, they should do some more stuff with this. I feel like there's nothing else for me to do in this level right now, which I guess could be the case. It might be time for me to come back and beef it up, expand the world a little bit. That's a neat idea, but I have mixed feelings on it in this game. Yeah, I kind of been everywhere. Except under this tree, I guess. Is this doo-doo water that'll kill me? Yes. Hey, game. Don't make your doo-doo water exactly the same color as everything else. Yeah, I think I'm gonna bounce out of this world. In a second. I want to do one more pass before I expand it. So yeah, I have mixed feelings on expanding the worlds. On the one hand, it's cool to take a concept and, like, milk all the good ideas out of it. But on the other hand, with a game like this, if you make the levels too big, they become unwieldy and not as fun to explore. I wonder if there's a move that lets me traverse this poo-poo water. Or will expanding it get rid of some of that poo-poo water? These are the big questions. Okay. These pumpkins creep me out, the ones that just follow you. That's just weird. Does he have a goatee? It looks like he has a goatee. I don't know why I'm so fascinated by their potential facial hair, but I am. Oh yeah, I haven't... That's cool. I think ultimately I have kind of mixed feelings on this level. It's a little clunky, and it's pretty, but it's kind of drab too. Maybe they'll fix it in Yooka-Laylee Racing. Return to hub. Yes. Give me that hub, bub. Give me that hub, bub. Alright, we gotta have a little Soko. It's no Joko. It's been a while. It's been a while since I Soko'd it up. Oh yeah. Alright. Oh, I can't expand it yet. I need 2 more. Alright. Love these water effects. Oh man, speaking of water, Ricky, I don't know if you've seen this at all, but there is a Tumblr that because I thought basically Tumblr is just like, hey, feed me giant monster and video game content. That's pretty much how I use it. And I only reblog the monster stuff because I don't know why. I guess I'd want to start a separate account for video game stuff. But one of the video game Tumblrs I started following is just called VG Water, and they just chronicle different bodies of water in different video games. Like they just do animated GIFs of just shit all across the board. Like they'll take in one day they post like, oh, here's the ocean from the original Pilot Wings on Super Nintendo, and then later they posted the ocean from Sonic Adventure 2, and it's just really chill, man. Like, it's funny how water levels and snow levels are usually the most difficult and obnoxious, but like graphically and musically they're almost always the prettiest. It's dope, dude. I super recommend checking it out. Cause yeah, they just cover all eras, and it's a really neat idea. I kinda, jeez. If I had time and GIF making skills, I'd probably steal that idea and do all the ice and snow and in winter levels from games. We call it like VG Snow or something. I can't get in there, but I can kill all those guys. Actually, P? What? Why does it say P? Oh, Rare. You so crazy. I mean, is it plagiarism if you change it slightly? You'll notice I said I am not doing it. I just said if I could, maybe I would. Boy, you are just Judge, Judy, and Executioner. I love Rextro as a character concept, but his games are not fun. Like, it's so true to... Oh, what's this? It's so, like, this game is such an accurate love letter to Banjo-Kazooie and Donkey Kong 64 and stuff, that they even made sure to put in unfun minigames. Okay. So... Wait 12 hours of paying $1.99 for B coins. Jesus. Too real. You know, people do love to shit on free-to-play games, and I get it. But then, simultaneously, definitely play some free-to-play games and get a kick out of them. Okay, so there's the snow world there. What's through here? I want to find a new world. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no, Ricky'll put me on blast for my free-to-play bullshit. I just like games. I'll take them anyway. I like games and I'm cheap. So, like, it's this, yeah, it's this constant tug of war. Oh, this just takes me back here. Well, who gives a shit about this? Already activated him. That's okay. You know what? I wanted to go to the... You know what? I wanted to be here anyway. So thanks, game. You did me a favor. Hey, man. Smash 3 was good. You can... Smash 3 was good. I don't care what you think. That was a good game. I think you were gone, but when I was playing Gridland last week, I had to mention Smash 3. Because Jess was like, oh, this is the coolest, like, Bejeweled type game. And I'm like, it's really cool, but Smash 3 is still the best. Oh, I wish they would have made one for King Kong. Oh, they should have made one for King Kong. Instead of smashing tanks and, well, and helicopters, but you'd smash helicopters and fight skull crawlers instead of Mutos. They gotta hire me. Ooh, I don't even know Medal of Honor Warfighter. My first-person shooter knowledge is spotty, I guess is the word for it. I feel like this is... Oh boy. This is another, like, nut-punch-worthy point of view. I think first-person shooters peaked with the original Perfect Dark. Like... I feel like nobody's topped that yet. Oh, come on! Oh, so wait, hang on. You're taking issue with me saying Smash 3 is the best Bejeweled type game? What is? Puyo Puyo Pop? Is that Smash 3? See, now we're getting into weird territory. Because I love Tetris Attack. That shit's baller. But I don't think that's a match 3. But it's been a while since I played it. No, the pinnacle of first-person shooters is fucking Perfect Dark back in the day. Actually, scratch that. The HD remake on Xbox 360 because it fixed the blurry vision when you got punched. That game, original Perfect Dark came. Oh boy, here we go. Original Perfect Dark came out in 2000. That shit supported bots when Halo would not. Halo 1 and 2 and 3 and did Halo ever have bots? It's like Quake over on PC is like, hey, let's have bots. And then Perfect Dark's like, let's do that on a console. Fuck y'all! Ooh, Black is so good that I recommended it to Jess's dad, who loves the old World War II Call of Duties, and he dug it. Bullshit. I bet those are both great games, but they're not... See, I don't know what to do with any of these fucking guys. Except make out with this one. Hey. Plant. I'm sure Black and Far Cry 2 are fantastic, but they're not gonna topple Perfect Dark for me. Perfect Dark is GoldenEye but better, and GoldenEye was the shit. Bring back... I want mission objectives again. I want the Mario 64 version of first-person shooters again, because that's where Rare got the idea for mission objectives. They just popped that out of Mario 64 and dropped it into a first-person shooter, because they're geniuses. Those guys know what's up. But yeah, I'm the wrong person to ask about first-person shooters, because they peaked for me in the year 2000. So like... Oh shit. Though I guess that's not... Oh no. Oh no. What happened? I will say, though, that's not totally true that they peaked in 2000, because Doom... Last year's Doom was fucking radical. So I guess there's some hope left. What's up, Shovel Knight? Let's see. See, I'm kind of stumped. I've been back here already, and I collected the pages in here. I guess I need to explore different parts of the level. I'm getting kind of stumped. I think I need a Nintendo Power Player's Guide for this game. Everybody shits on Sonic 06, understandably, but I gotta say, and this might be a weird can of worms to open, we got some really good episodes of Game Grumps out of that game, and that's kind of tough, because JonTron is like, went off a crazy alt-right deep end, and it kind of retroactively puts a stank on some of his stuff, but there was some really funny shit out of that bad game. Finished a big art? Were you working on the big art while we were playing? I want to hear about. You can't just tell me you worked on a big art and then not tell me any details. I'm nosy. You know I'm nosy. See, I don't know how to kill these fucking Connect parody enemies yet. Yeah, tell me about your art. Was it a beautiful charcoal drawing of me? Like this? It was for art class, okay. Thanks for all the amazing detail. Got it. Oh, cool. A 70s design? So did you draw like Jet Jaguar and Megalon and shit? Cause I would've did that. Oh, and like a couple classic muscle cars and like a sideburn. The 70s had some cool shit going on. Vaporwave art. Crosses and fish in Star Wars. I mean, you know, if the assignment is 70s, Apocalypse Now... Yeah, okay, you made the Kong Skull Island poster. That's dope. That's fucking dope. Rats off to you. Excellent work, Riccio. I'd expect nothing less. Oh, man. Okay, so one of the critiques against this game was that the worlds feel kind of vacant. Like big, like sprawling and big, but vacant, and it just hit me. I did not agree with that critique until, like, just now. It feels kind of empty. And it's that critique gets launched at Banjo-Tooie a lot. And Tooie I dabbled with, but I didn't play it a shit ton. I didn't play it enough to come to that conclusion. But what's really funny is that I follow Platonic, the new team, the X-Rare team that made this. I follow them on Twitter in addition to the series composer. I can't think of his name. It's not David Wise. Grant Kirkhope. I follow him on Twitter too, and it's funny. He actually was in like a little Twitter conversation with one of the level designers from Banjo-Tooie, who recently said like, "Oh yeah, those levels were too big." It's like, oh shit. The man himself was like, "Yeah, went a little overboard." Look at that. Mount Olympus back there. Can I upgrade this? I think you can only upgrade them once. Which, okay, so you did your Apocalypse Now poster with Kaiju. Which Kaiju did you pick? Because, like, I was kind of joking about doing the Kong Skull Island poster, but, like, that would totally work because there was that 76 Kong remake. But I don't know, man. When I think it's not even my favorite movie from that era, but when I think of 70s kaiju, I think of Godzilla vs. Megalon. I think it's just because it's so weirdly beloved in the US. Oh, you did reference it? Good. Man, we got I cannot fucking wait for that movie to come out on home video. Shin Godzilla, nice. Something new to do. Yeah, how fucking good was Shin Godzilla? That's got such a good... I realized recently that, I love the smart sci-fi we got in the 70s. Like, shit like Logan's Run. And even the stuff that attempted to be smart but was not. Like Zardoz, which is kind of nonsense. I still respect it. I'm watching the original Star Trek with Jess has made me really appreciate pre-Star Wars sci-fi. And sci-fi used to be smarter. I already had this one. Fuck, that was a waste of time. Oh boy. And so, so the roundabout point I was making was that, to me, Shin Godzilla was smart to the point where it kind of fits in with that smart 70s sci-fi, that shit like Logan's Run and Soylent Green and stuff like that. It's really good. It's really, really good. Can I kill him with this? Nope, see, he survives everything. Of course, the team of former Rare staffers would make Connect the most evil and indestructible villain in the game. With some super meta stuff. Yes, Star Wars, like, I love Star Wars, but it made movie sci-fi pretty dumb. Well, and it's because Star Wars isn't sci-fi. Star Wars is fantasy with the sci-fi code of canon. It's fairy tales and mythology and fantasy, but with robots and spaceships instead of wizards and pirate ships. Yeah, you see, you know, shit like Moon comes out, and it makes you think, oh, maybe we'll get some more of the smart stuff, but there's not a big market for it. Well, man, it fucking, Ex Machina was fantastic, and is a perfect example of that smart, old-school sci-fi. I want to see the Westworld TV show, because that got a lot of buzz, and that strikes me as another major candidate for the really thought-provoking sci-fi, like the Ex Machina school of brainy stuff. I Star Trek Beyond was actually really good. It still does a lot of dumb Hollywood action, but it had some cool ideas in there that felt like classic Star Trek. I know Life is just a prettied up Aliens ripoff B-movie monster movie, but that's kinda up my alley. If you do that well enough, I'm there. Like, I'm not gonna pretend like it's some smart work of art, but I do have a big weak point for just some fucked up monsters going crazy on people in a claustrophobic space. And actually, I think this is a perfect segue to talk about Alien Covenant, because I'm really back and forth on that movie. Jess is an Alien franchise fan, and so she's game for it. Not that, it's not that she's like, oh, it's going to be the best movie ever, but she's like, who gives a shit? Alien's great. I want to see it. And I can get on board with that. And I can also get on board with it just being a straight-ahead alien horror movie. Like, just pedal to the metal, like, haunted house in space, fuck it, who cares? Let's make a scary movie with space monsters. Like, I'm on board for that. But, like, Prometheus, for me, was a swing and a miss. Mostly because I think it would have been better if it wasn't connected to Alien. All the shit that was unique to Prometheus, I was digging. It's when they tried to shoehorn a connection to Alien where they lost me. I don't trust latter-day Ridley Scott. I think he's kind of lost his mind, because that seems to happen with all my fucking 70s and 80s directors that I love. They kind of go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs later in life. See also Spielberg and Lucas. So yeah, I don't know that Ridley Scott's got the touch anymore. The casting, I love Danny McBride, so I'm fucking psyched just to see him in anything ever, because I think he's fantastic. And I like Fassbender. I like when he pops up and stuff. Though it is kind of preposterous that he's in this and Prometheus. It's like, Ridley Scott, find one different actor. But yeah, I don't know. Covenant is one that I'm willing to give it a shot, but I'm not expecting a lot. And that's not even meant to be like snarky or a dig. Really, all I want out of Alien Covenant is just a good, fun haunted house movie. And that's kind of all I wanted out of Prometheus. And when Prometheus gave me that, I was like, good job, Prometheus. But then Prometheus did a bunch of real it just fucked up a bunch of really basic storytelling stuff. Like, it made the characters idiots, and they made decisions that made no sense. And I'm like, what are you doing? Just make a movie where people land on a planet and there's bad shit there. Done. So, yeah, McBride is a total left field pick for Alien Covenant. Land of the Lost is kind of great. I know, it's bad. It is not a good movie, but I had a lot of fun watching it, and it's like, who gives a shit, man? Should it have been $150 million? Probably not. Was it fun? Yeah. Was it stupid? Yes. Was it tasteless? Yeah. But in a weird way, I respect it, because, like, Land of the Lost is a kid's property. And the fact that they made it into a fairly raunchy, hard PG-13 comedy, I'm like, okay. I know, dude, it's not a popular opinion. Yeah, no, I know. Hang on. A movie... I firmly believe a movie can be bad but enjoyable. I thought it was kind of funny. Maybe for like its audaciousness and stupidity, but like I laughed. I was laughing. I'm not like proud that I was laughing. But I don't know. And you know, again, maybe it's just I just really like Danny McBride. It could just be that. And Will Ferrell's always fun. And I think the little monkey boy was played by Yorma from Lonely Island, and I love Lonely Island. I don't know. It's also been a long time since I saw Land. Ricky, stop grilling me about Land of the Lost, okay? Don't put me on blast about Land of the Lost. It was fun. It was stupid. I also, you know, I do just like that property too. So it could be that. I like Sleestaks. I watched the '90s version of the show back in the day. Not the original one, but the remake they did. I don't know. I had fun with that. But getting back to Danny McBride, I'm just gonna throw it out there. Comedy is harder than drama. So I think pretty much any comedian can nail anything besides comedy. I think comedy is the hardest form of acting. Because a lot more goes into comedy than comedy. A big part of comedy is making it look effortless when it's not. Sure, and like I said, I'm not trying to change anybody's mind about Land of the Lost. I'm not trying to advocate that it's a great movie. It's a dumb piece of crap that I had fun watching. And sometimes that's enough. I don't own it. I'm not lobbying for I'm not like lobbying for it to be added to the Criterion collection, but it gets shit on a lot for good reason. But I think if you're in the mood for something kind of stupid, you can have fun with it. Report me again. Oh shit, I'm gonna get kicked off Tumblr, and now I'm gonna know why. Riccio, I'm gonna change my Tumblr so it's just I'm gonna learn how to make GIFs, and I'm gonna GIF every second of Land of the Lost, and that's all I'm gonna post. It's gonna be a travesty. I did say Citizen Kane is a piece of crap compared to Land of the Lost. When did that hang on? Was that 2007? I feel like the late aughts were an awkward time for movies. Like it was a weird, almost like a puberty for movies. We didn't know what we were doing. Let's see, Land of the Lost movie. I'm so glad we're talking about this. 2009, late aughts. We didn't know what we were doing. Tough time. So Superbad came out that year. Superbad mostly aged well. I think the 2000s were kind of a weird time for media and culture in general. It was a weird transition, and it's neat. It's interesting going back and looking at it now, because if I said, hey, think of like fashion and music trends from the 2000s, and I think the common, not common, but I think the main conception of the 2000s that like, oh, there wasn't a set style, but if you look at a movie from 2005, it becomes apparent very quickly. I think somebody broke it down as like bootcut jeans with the big white belt and trucker hats and frosted tips, and it's like, oh shit! As soon as you get some specific examples, it's like, oh my god, that's the 2006th thing ever.
Hey. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Riccio gonna hit us up with the greatest movie of the aughts. There was a bunch of good shit in there, but it is a weird time to look at. Jurassic... Oh... Jurassic Park 3. Jurassic Park 3 is so bad that the only time I've sat through all of it, I was literally blackout drunk. Yeah. As soon as they had the dream sequence with the raptor on the plane who's got his big claws up on the seat in front of him and he turns, he goes, Alad. Alad. I like, yes! Yes! You said it! It's so bad! It's like frustratingly bad. Oh, I forgot about these weird King Arthur pigs. Oh my god, Jurassic Park 3 sucks. And they tried to tell us Spinosaurus was more badass than T-Rex. Fuck you. I know there are some Spinosaurus fans. Riccio, if you're one of them, that wasn't directed at you. But T-Rex is my favorite dinosaur, and I think most people will agree it's still pretty badass. Not Spinosaurus. Right, it is. It's one of those movies that hates its audience. It's very bad. It is, it's a duck! It really... Yes. Riccio, dude, we're on the same wavelength. For real, dude. It's got a big duck bill and it hangs out in the water. It eats fish. Nothing wrong with that. It's a cool looking dinosaur. Spinosaurus looks like if a T-Rex and a Dimetrodon had a cool baby. That's fine. But like, T-Rex is the ass kicker. Spinosaurus goes fishing. So yeah, you know what? And I know, another infuriating opinion I have is that Jurassic World was okay. It was another dumb movie that I had fun with. And I think it earned some really stupid fanboy brownie points when at the end of the movie, T-Rex comes out and just crashes through the Spinosaurus skeleton. I'm like, yo. It is. Spinosaurus is an incredibly cool looking dinosaur. T-Rex is the shit. I know that's like the boringest, that is the boringest favorite dinosaur to have. Especially because velociraptors are very sexy. Everybody likes velociraptors. Understandably. I won't begrudge anyone who says the V-Raptor's their favorite, but I'm a T-Rex man. And if not T-Rex, Dilophosaurus. I loved the crazy bullshit they invented for Dilophosaurus in that movie. I was way on board with the neck flaps and the poison spit. I'm like, yeah, dude. Is Megalosaurus just one of the giant brontosauruses? 'Cause that's kind of sweet. I mean, real talk. The lamest dinosaur is still cooler than like the coolest person. So, man, this guy talks forever. I don't care. Why is this motherfucker talking so much? Yes, I know. I need to collect more things. Ah, jeez, Louise. Sure. This pig reminds me of the Claymation Christmas special, specifically because he's eating a candy cane. I don't know if anyone saw the Claymation Christmas special, but if you did, that reference was on point. This dinosaur is the Finch. Benadryl cucumber. Debatable. I like birds. Oh, especially, we have blue herons around here, and that just looks like a pterodactyl. It is a lot of fun. Oh my god. I mean, I know that would have went faster if I was paying attention and pushing the X button, but I had to talk to you about dinosaurs. Okay. I mean, really it boiled down to find more shit. I don't know why he had to talk to you about dinosaurs. Oh, yeah. Pagey piece. Yeah, right? He looks just like that guy. By the way, that's a delightful Christmas special, and I just recommend it for funsies. If you're in a Christmassy mood. I know that's a weird recommendation to make. I grew up with that. It's super nostalgic for me. This is some silly shit. They're like, look, we know we're a collectathon. So one of our collectibles, we split up into 3 more pieces you have to collect. It's just, oh, here's sparkling. The dinosaurs in the Claymation Christmas special are based on Siskel and Ebert. In case you needed further encouragement to watch that. Oh, it's another Ghost Rider, aka a shitty Jinjo. I like this game a lot, but it's not perfect. But it is the type of game where I'm like, glad it exists. And the genre's fucking dead. It's kind of just nice to have it here at all. Gotta find that last pagey piece. I do like... Oh, it's just on the ground. Ermagerd. I like his weird, deep, raspy voice. Cool, I just need one more, and then I can expand that weird swamp world. Rikio, what is your favorite pre-Jurassic Park dinosaur movie or TV show or thing? Dude, that is one of those video game tropes that never gets old for me. But I think the even funnier version comes from like Zelda specifically, where are those pages just running around up ahead? But I love Zelda games where it's like, oh, Link, go save Zelda. She's being held hostage by, Ganon, this insane warlock, and then you cut to Link just fishing for 12 hours. Oh, Fantasia has great dinosaurs. I fucking love that sequence. Good pick. That is an excellent pick. I think about that a lot. That piece of music goes so well with that. Excellent choice. You saw that huge, because I think you posted it too. That huge thing on Tumblr where people were just kind of reflecting on Jurassic Park and what a incredible achievement that was. And I hadn't given it that much thought until I saw that. It's like, yeah, holy shit. It was a trailblazer for CGI, but maybe 5% of the dinosaur footage was CGI. They just built fucking life-size robot dinosaurs for the most part. Which is why it still looks so damn good. Yeah, there is. There's something... It's interesting to think about now because it's like, well, you know, those depictions of dinosaurs maybe weren't 100% accurate, but there's something about, there's a, like you said, there's a vibe or an atmosphere to it where it kind of feels more ancient somehow. It's like the ultimate artistic license Osaurus. We're getting animatronics in the next one? Oh, that's amazing. Like, I don't mind CGI. I think a lot of people, a lot of genre fans kind of shit all over CGI, and I get why. I've done a fair amount of shitting on CGI, but I think it's unfair to write the whole method off. Because, like, look at Gollum, or look at the bugs in District 9, or even though they're bad movies, look at the Transformers, because they look dope. And there's some things where it's just like you can't really do that with practical effects. There is a place for CGI, and I think the real problem is when it becomes a crutch and replaces methods that fit better. Now, new dinosaur as in they're making something up, or new dinosaur as in we haven't seen it in a Jurassic movie yet. I'm up for either. Indominus Rex was kind of a boner though, because it was just like pale T-Rex with arms. It's like if you can invent a whole new dinosaur, you need to go buck nutty with that shit. Make it like a Squidosaurus. Or give it 2 heads or something. Ooh. Maybe I just need to explore harder. Look at this little nook I found. It's a real species? Cool. Good. I mean, that's more exciting, I think. Though, I guess you gotta put, I mean, you kinda have to put real species in quotation marks, though, right? Because real raptors and stuff had feathers. So it's still the Jurassic Park version of real dinosaurs. Oh, look at this, I found more shit! Yes! Okay. Oh no. Oh my god, this looks hard. No, impossible. Mini Indominus. Boring, man. At that point, just have them cloning raptors. I mean, and maybe that's the idea. Like, I guess this is part of why I'm not in charge of making movies. Because if it were up to me, Indominus Rex would have like 5 heads. Each head would have only had 1 eye, or maybe each head would have had a different number of eyes. Like, that is one thing I love about Showa era kaiju movies, is that they're like, who cares if it makes sense? We just want to make it cool. And I wish we still had that mentality. Oh yeah, no. Well, shit, man. The Jurassic Park style is a style for a reason. It is what people expect and want out of dinosaurs. They should. I think you're right. I definitely think they should get with the times. But I do really like their retcon for it, which is that Jurassic Park is a private company, and they're just giving people what they want, and what people want is scaly, old-school dinosaurs. I think that's kind of genius. I know that's kind of I know it really is just a cheapo excuse to not make scientifically accurate dinosaurs, but I think it's a really good cheapo excuse. That's We're edging into like RoboCop levels of satire, and I am so into that. RoboCop is my second favorite movie of all time, so yeah, that's true. It is as much as I love that concept, it really is just a throwaway line. Oh my god, this is so hard. Yes! It is. It was just a throwaway line to shut up the dinosaur nerds. But I appreciate it. Yeah. It was. Yeah. But you know, compared to some movies, one throwaway line is kind of good. I'm a golden god. Ooh. This means I can go expand that swamp world. I'm doing it. I gotta say, if some of the pages are that deeply hidden, I will never 100% this game. Actually, no, as soon as I saw Rextro's Unfun Retro Games, I was like, oh yeah, I'll never 100% this. Never ever. I appreciate this game a lot, but I mean, shit, I barely... My 100%ing of games hit its heyday when I was in middle school. I've not been able... My ass used to 100% every game I played. And then I hit, 10th grade. And it was like, oh, I'm gonna go outside for a while. I don't know. And games are just so much bigger now. I don't know how anybody 100%s anything now. I know about aiming mode, okay? Just because I haven't freed you yet. Probably a really simple thing that I should be able to piece together, but, I haven't. Excuse me. Yeah! Okay. Here we go. Oh, no, see, now these are... This is not the right kind of ammunition for this. Because obviously I need to spell out pagey. Move the left stick forward. Oh, god damn it, really? All these years, I mean not years, all these like days, I thought, oh, this fire ability isn't the right ability to... You get what I'm saying. I'm just not realizing I can solve this puzzle now, instead of much later. P. Come on. A. God damn it. That's too hard. That's the thing. Some of this I will not be able to 100% because I don't figure it out. Some of it I won't 100% because it's too hard and I don't feel like doing that. And I'm a 33-year-old man and I can just skip stuff if I want to. Deal with it, world. Yeah, I have mixed feelings about tutorials. People give people a lot of shit. People give Nintendo a lot of shit for being too hand-holdy. And I agree with that to an extent. Because I think what a lot of people who criticize Nintendo for that miss is that since Nintendo is Nintendo, for a big chunk of their audience, that's going to be their first time playing that type of game. Oh yeah, I like your progression. Move the left. Use the left stick to move. Okay. Dude, leave me alone. Ah! I think you hit... That's really funny. I think you hit my arc as a gamer. The progression from, you know, playing Atari games when I was 3, playing NES games where I had it on lock, playing Super NES games where I was 100%ing everything, and then playing games now where I'm like, oh, buttons do things? Because that's me now. Okay, so we got to the swamp quickly. I like this hub world. This game got critiqued for having big, barren worlds, which I'm starting to kind of see, but it also got critiqued for having like a bad hub world, and I disagree with that. I think this is a good hub world. Press the button to win. I won. Dude, that's probably a game now. You can probably buy that on Steam right this second, Riccio. And you know what? There's probably a couple different versions of that game. One version of that game is exactly what it sounds like. You push a button and you win, and it's bullshit. It's just a Skinner box. But there's probably also a version of that game that is a parody of the Skinner box. And somebody is writing a think piece about it as we speak. Win-lose. Steam greenlight called Test. Dude, that's like, there's, it's, the game is only like 75 or 99 cents. It's like, if a game is cheap enough, I'll give almost anything a chance. And there's a game on Steam where you're literally just, you're playing as a clock, and you're just clicking each second. So like, 10-minute black video with 19, oh my god. At what point is it avant-garde? You know what I mean? We're getting into some weird video games are getting into some weird territory where it's like, well, is it art? Can video games be art? Ebert said no, and people got really mad at him for it. Maybe he was right. What is art? Who cares what art is? Yeah. Get into those big ideas. I'm smart, okay? I got a big brain, and I think about big brain guy stuff. Also farts. No, it's weird, man, because like anything can be a game. Oh no! Okay, here we go. Let's expand this. Art is nothing, and we should all ignore it. Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. You broke the system, it's over. You should write a think piece about it, Riccio. If you write a think piece, you're a genius. It's called a think piece, not a don't think piece. Oh yeah, the book is bigger, baby. Listen to me, Riccio. It looks like you need you need to be a featured author on BuzzFeed. 12 reasons art is stupid. You won't believe number 7. Uh-oh. The SoCo is getting smoother. Which means it's working. I can't wait. I cannot wait until I get Blizzard use pages to make world even more amazing. Oh boy. Look at the eyes. Look at the goo-goo eyes on that pumpkin. It's upsetting. It's a lot of eyeshadow on a pumpkin. Look at all this shit though. I'm glad I did it now. Oh yes. I think I like the expandable worlds. I don't know. There's like weird pros and cons to it. This is fascinating. I want somebody who like knows game design to break this down. See, look at this. I can just walk on the edge. It's weird. Rikio, we're both aspiring game designers. What do you look for in a game? I know that's so broad. That's like the broadest thing ever. But I've been thinking about it a lot. And the more I think about it and the more I play games, I realize I am a fucking snob about controls. Like, if I don't love the way a game controls, I'm gonna kind of quickly walk away from it, and it'll be a subconscious thing. I won't even understand why I'm walking. Like, it's gotta feel good to move around. And I think that comes from my background as a Nintendo fanboy, because Nintendo has consistently super polished controls. You know, doesn't have super deep stories, doesn't have like mature adult content or themes, and isn't even necessarily super complex, but like Nintendo games fucking feel good to just move around and run around. I played so much Godzilla because I'm a fan. That is because I with Godzilla I fucking fell for the thing that all licensed games bank on, that super fans will overlook that it's a terrible game and just play it because they like the guys in the game. Because I'm a flawed human being. Womp womp. Because, yeah. You know what? And part of it, too, is just I don't hate tank controls. I think there's a time and a place for tank controls. I think the time is 1997 on the PlayStation 1. But, if you're trying to make your characters feel massive, I think tank controls aren't a terrible idea. The big problem for the Godzilla game for me is that it's super shallow and super repetitive. I don't hate the controls. Even, oh god, there we go. Even the lack of a block button, I kind of understood. You don't see Godzilla doing a lot of strategic dodging in the movies. You know, and I think tank controls are a thing that's just more accessible to me because I'm a little bit older. I suffered through that shit a little bit. I was an N64 boy, not a PlayStation boy. Those PlayStation boys, they had to play Tomb Raider and shit, and that was all... And Resident Evil. The original Resident Evil was all tank controls. I was one of those blessed few who got the analog stick smooth butter goldenness of Mario 64. Oh boy, Batra, adult Batra is borderline unplayable. That like... That pretty much... Adult Batra pretty much killed the game for me. Stuff like that makes you realize the game was really only meant to be played as Godzilla. Which is unfortunate, because... Like, half the fun of a Godzilla game is the pantheon of weird monsters. I'm still waiting for the Godzilla game where we can play as the giant octopus. Oh, I have tried Space Godzilla. It's a nightmare. It's funny, too, because they even, they play up his ability to conjure and launch crystals. And it's like, on paper that sounds good, but in practice it sucks. Yeah, he blows. It's too bad, because based on the movie, and based on what his set of abilities sounds like, you would think he'd be overpowered. Like, oh shit, really? He can just make these crystal pillars rise out of the ground and launch them at your face? That sounds brutal. But it's not. It sucks. It's really slow. Oh, I can move. Oh. That's cool. I just made that. Oh, that's nice. Oh. 3D platformers, where you been? Where you been since the early aughts? Didn't you know I still love you? Oh shit, no, doo-doo water. Okay, we got this. My main beefs with this game, like main beefs, there's a couple of minor beefs, but my main beefs are that the camera, and to an extent the controls, feel a little herky-jerky. And in other games that wouldn't be an issue, but in a platformer where the bulk of the game is navigation, that adds up. Dude, for real, I mean, that's gonna be the downfall of every licensed Godzilla game, is that Toho is gonna have a bug up their butt about anything you do. And you can't, just like how books can't be translated one-to-one to movies, movies can't be translated one-to-one to video games. You gotta make some changes to make it work in a different medium. And Toho gets a bug up their butt about anything. If you try to make any changes, they're like, no. Like, I remember, so Simon Strange, which, amazing name, he sounds like a Marvel villain, but Simon Strange is one of the head designers on the Atari Pipeworks Godzilla game. So Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee, Godzilla Save the Earth, and Godzilla Unleashed. And then he was also kind of the guy for Kaiju Combat. And it was really interesting just yakking with him on forums, because people would suggest like, hey man, we should have like battle damage for Godzilla, like, or if you're fighting King Ghidorah and you hit him a bunch, you should see his wings are tattered and stuff like that. And he was like, oh yeah, we thought of that, and Toho said, fuck no. And it's like, as much as I love the actual monsters, who doesn't love seeing these classic monsters and playing as them? Ultimately, you have so much more freedom if you don't have licensed characters. I mean, I like War of the Monsters better than any of the licensed Godzilla games, because they could do whatever they wanted. They could make changes to fit their needs. Oh shit, that's not ground! This was a bad design. It doesn't compromise the design at all, but it compromises the character. And I like, as silly as it is, I don't blame Toho for it. And I hate to beat this dead horse, I don't blame Toho for it after 98 Godzilla. They're protective of their IP. And they have every right to be. Because they got fucked on that 98 movie. Because there's stipulations for the 98 movie where he's got to be Godzilla, he can't die, and he has to win if he fights somebody. And Emmerich and Devlin were like, okay, technically these all be true. So like, I don't blame him. And I think Joe Schmo Average thinks Godzilla is public domain, so they're constantly fighting to be like, no, this is our trademarked character, and so it's made them crazy. They get fucking destroyed in their own movies, but Toho has total control over those movies. But I agree 100%. I'm with you, man. I've spent, as a fan, I've tried to figure out where they're coming from, and I think I kind of sort of have a grasp on it. Part of it is just that, like, it's gonna just be a cultural thing. They're coming from a totally different background than I am, and they're gonna have totally different ideas and wants for their characters, which love it or hate it, they're fucking entitled to it. It's their characters. Wait, David Cage mixed with David Cameron. Hang on. Hang on. Wait a second. You haven't seen Emmerich's face. Oh, I see. You haven't seen Emmerich's face. Yeah, imagine a smug douche. And you're like 90% of the way there. Yeah, hey, if you're picturing a smug douche, you're right. It's so weird too, because I think it's a dumb, silly movie, but I think Independence Day is exactly what it should have been. So it's real weird that they couldn't replicate that for Godzilla. Because Independence Day was take the old stock Martian movie and update it for the 90s. And they did. And it was corny and it was fun. So like I don't get why they couldn't manage that for Godzilla. And you know, you read the early 90s treatments for it where it was Godzilla vs. Griffin or Gryphon. I don't know how to say it. I assume it's Griffin. But the script was there, man, and Stan Winston was there. He made some fucking great looking maquettes for these monsters, and it's like, you know, I hate to be a bummer, but I think it's like, well, you know, it's this Jap stuff. It's not as good or something. I don't get. There's a weird disconnect there. They did a fun, dumb Martian movie, so I don't get why they couldn't also do a dumb, fun Godzilla movie. Oh my god, right? No, Sony was ready, dude. Sony was ready to do a fucking trilogy of Godzilla movies in the late 90s, but they shit the bed. And like, I don't want to harp on that movie anymore. It's been shit on to death, but it's like, yo man, something really cool could have happened if they had their heads in the right place. But they bragged about hating the Showa movies, and it's like, well shit, you picked the wrong guys. And it's like, I'm not even mad at them for picking the wrong guys, because their reasoning was sound. Like, if I was an executive and I saw Independence Day, I'd be like, yes, get these fucking guys to make a Godzilla movie. It just makes sense. Uh-oh. It's just it's a weird bummer. And you know, I felt kind of vindicated because when 2014 came out, Godzilla 2014 came out, it was either, I don't remember which one it was either Emmerich or Devlin, but one of them was like, oh shit, we should have made that. Like, he tweeted that verbatim. One of the guys verbatim said, like, oh, that's how you do it. It's like, yeah, dude. And I love Godzilla 2014, but it's not perfect. It just was so much better than 98. I do love that. I do love that Godzilla design. I love that fat bear baby. I like a fat Godzilla. I think it makes sense. He should be kind of fat and bear-like. It's good. I want Legendary to get Gamera. Because what's the Dai doesn't exist anymore, so it's Katakawa that has Gamera now, and they're not doing anything with them. Fucking buy it, dude. If we had Rikio. If Godzilla, Gamera, and King Kong were all in one movie, I could die the day after that because I'd be like, oh, I'm fulfilled. This is all I needed. That's my big three. My big three is Godzilla, Gamera, and King Kong. You could sweeten the deal with Mothra or Ultraman, or I mean ideally both. But just Kong, Gamera, and Godzilla in one movie would be fucking insane. I don't know. We gotta find out what Godzilla King of the Monsters is gonna be like. I have a lot of faith in Michael Dougherty because I love Trick or Treat and I love Krampus. Don't forget the giant claw. Hang on. Oh, what do you need source on? I'll give you source. A Godzilla has been everything from a bear to a twink. And I think that is what makes the character so compelling, is that Godzilla is everything to everyone. Ricky, I'm so glad we're getting Kong vs. Godzilla. Dude, no, for real. When a new Hollywood version of Godzilla was like still in rumor stages, I was like, oh, it'd be great if we got King Kong vs. Godzilla, the remake, but that'll never happen. And then they fucking announced it. I'm like, well, I guess I could die in 2020 because I'll see. King Kong vs. Godzilla is my favorite matchup. I know it's not the best Godzilla movie, but it's my favorite matchup. I have no objective reasoning behind it. It's something in my guts. I love seeing a big gorilla and a big Godzilla beat the shit out of each other. And there's no rational explanation for it. And so when they said, hey, we're gonna remake that, I lost my mind. Because I thought for sure that's the one thing they'll never do. And you'll see fans online still shitting their pants about it. Like, oh, King Kong's not big enough. King Kong's not big enough. And it's like, nobody cared in 1962. Why would they care now? We just want to see them fight because it's awesome. And thankfully, Legendary understands that. What is it, Thomas Toll? It's Thomas Toll's idea. I want to meet Thomas Toll and shake his hands and be like, yo, man, are we like the same person? Because he understands that, like, it doesn't matter if it makes sense. It's just fucking radical. Because, like, Freddy vs. Jason and Alien vs. Predator, technically they don't make sense, but they're fucking badass. So who cares? Let's make a movie out of it. Okay, hang on. Let me catch up on your things. Okay, yes, we are getting King. I'm so fucking glad we're getting Kong vs. Godzilla. I can't tell you how, like, I think I spent a solid 6 months just being jazzed that it was happening. Who should direct it? That's a really tough call. Because my, like, fanboy nerd brain wants to say Guillermo del Toro should direct everything. But I honestly don't think I kind of want Michael Dougherty to do it. I think he's earned it. Because I kind of like, oh man, time out, okay. Deep down I'm a comedy boy. Comedy was the genre that reigned supreme in my household as a kid. All genres were filtered through the lens of comedy. Like, our sci-fi input was Back to the Future, a comedy, and Ghostbusters, a comedy. And Michael Dougherty, between Trick or Treat and Krampus, I've seen him do horror and comedy together, and like, he's pretty much a slam dunk at it. To me, comedy is the genre, the UR genre, and that's a totally personal thing. I understand anybody who doesn't agree with that. Makes a lot of sense, but for me, life is funny. Life is funny. And so comedy to me is like the... Oh boy, we're getting into some weird deep shit. We're getting into some weird deep shit, Riccio. Comedy is life, as far as I'm concerned. So I have a lot of faith in Michael Dougherty. I love Trick or Treat, I love Krampus. Because the nice thing about comedy is that it can plumb those dark depths. You get the black comedy. I think Michael Dougherty should do it. Yeah. But you know what? It'll depend on... Honestly, it'll depend on how Godzilla King of the Monsters comes out. Because if it sucks, I'll want somebody else. I don't think it'll suck, though. I think he's gonna smash it. Oh, is Thomas Toll not with Legendary anymore? He's sitting back going, let them fight. How perfect. Oh shit. You're making me want to rewatch Godzilla 2014. How perfect of a slogan is let them fight. That's That's like the most meta thing you can say in a kaiju movie, and it's the truest shit too. That's like how Mothra vs. Godzilla is about a sleazy promoter, Mr. Taco, from the pharmaceutical company being like, hey, Kong's our mascot, so we gotta root for him to win. And him fighting Godzilla is a promo for our pharmaceutical company. So good. Megalon's great. I had a powerful realization about Megalon. So Megalon had... Japan hates Megalon. Japanese fans hate Megalon. Understandably. Technically, it's a bad movie. But since it had a big release on NBC in the 70s, like it went straight to TV, and John Belushi, a big star, hosted the TV premiere of that, dressed as Godzilla. American audiences ate that up, and for better and definitely for worse, it shaped America's conception of Godzilla as a pop culture character. Like, oh, Godzilla, he's the guy from those trash movies because Megalon's a trash movie. People are mad about that, and I get it, because Godzilla, like I said earlier, Godzilla is everything to everyone, which is a pro and a con. And for a minute in the 70s, he was just pop culture trash in the best way. I fucking love pop culture trash. It's a cool thing. It's a fleeting thing. Oh, man. Riccio, I could write several theses about Godzilla. Thesi? Damn, dude. Ricky, I want to talk about this forever. I'm staying up all night. We're going to talk about Godzilla until the fucking break of dawn. Just kidding, I have to work tomorrow. But I want to talk about it. That's a lot of fish! You know what? Thesauri. Oh, yeah. Oh, Thesaurus. It was that nerdy dinosaur that tried to think of different adjectives to describe the meteor coming to kill them. Godzilla 98, bad as it is, it has place, man. Like, he does turn orange. Shit, man, you're right. I was like, oh, Ricchio's fucking nuts. He never turns orange. He totally does. I don't know what to do with him. This is frustrating. Get out of here. I'm not feeling it. Boy, we expanded this world and I feel like I've explored it all already. He turns orange when I dodge. I don't know. So, I see him turn orange and I don't know what to do with him when he does. It's so funny because it's so clearly not meant to be a climactic final battle, but since I'm apparently a fucking idiot at this game, it's like a big deal. God damn it. Like, oh shit, I'm down to 1 hit point. See, okay. Like I said, I'm really happy this game exists, but it's clearly, like, not the most polished game ever. I hate comparing this game to Breath of the Wild, but it's hard not to. They're both exploration-heavy games. It is an unfair comparison, but it's one I can't not make. It's... oh, God. It's so funny because, like, Breath of the Wild and this game will both have, like, random bullshit fights where I'm like, oh, apparently this is the final... Like, I get real salty. I tried to hide that on the stream. So I don't want to be a salty douche. But like, if a random fight gets too hard, it's like, oh, apparently this is the final boss. This is the most important fight in the game. And I have had that in Breath of the Wild also. Like if just a bad guy outpost keeps kicking my ass, I'm like, oh, apparently this is the most important fight ever. What does this guy want? His googly eyes. Brown water? That water is not brown, it's green as shit. But thanks, bro. I actually really like this game as a proof of concept. And I know as a game player, I should maybe not be okay with that, but I really want a really good Yooka-Laylee too, because we got a solid Yooka-Laylee 1. Push forward on the stick and you will move. Ricky, I think that's the only thing I learned from this game. My ass is dumb. It's so weird. Riccio, you'll... Maybe my fucking weirdness will make more sense when you're like 33. Right now I must have seemed like a psycho. Give it like 10 or 15 years and be like, oh, okay, that kind of makes sense now. It's kind of amazing, like, God, cause like, as a 5-year-old, I was playing NES games. You know what an NES game looks like? That shit got 2 dimensions tops. If you showed this shit to me as a 5-year-old, I would have lost my fucking mind. And it's really interesting. People in my general age demographic, like, most of us fell off the wagon around the jump to 3D. N64, PlayStation 1 was when most people were like, oh, I don't get gaming anymore. Like, that's kind of where Jess is. So I'm really glad she picked up on Breath of the Wild. It's such a fucking weird quantum leap. And frankly, I think the only reason it makes any sense to me is because I spent so much time with Mario 64. That was such a perfect playground for, like, hey, learn what 3D gaming is. And if you didn't have that, it's just madness. It's pure insanity. Because in my mind, I'm comparing this to, like, DuckTales, because that was one of my favorite NES games, and this is just complete nonsense compared to that. And it's funny too, VR is becoming mainstream, and so we're getting this... I've seen like 4 different viral videos of a grandma playing VR and losing her mind, and that's the joke, like, oh shit, if you showed your grandma VR, she'd pull a gun on you because, like, she'd lose her gourd. It's like 3D gaming's not... Like, 3D gaming's right in the middle of that. It's not quite pull a gun on your family and lose your mind, but it is like a fucking brain melter compared to Mario Brothers, or compared to DuckTales. Fuck! I feel like I need a super move for this, and it's a super move that I don't have. Super moves. That shows what a fucking 90s guy I am. That is Mortal Kombat terminology. Okay. That's all poop water. That's secretly poop water that I can't jump in. Oh, fuck you with this get good shit, Riccio, you little monster. Riccio, you're the great Satan with this get good bullshit. Shut up. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. You quit typing. Quit typing, you little dick. Oh! Expectations averted! Get a power-up later in the game. I mean, that's the real answer, you shit. Oh my god. Riccio, you're the real MVP. Oh my god. You trolled my ass off. I was just waiting for the letters G-U-D to fucking flood my feed. You're right though. That's so funny. You must have played these. Riccio. Okay, I'm staying up for a little while. I know we're at the 2-hour mark. I don't give a shit. I'm playing some more. Riccio, what are your 3D platformers? Meaning, what are the ones that latched onto you? Because I have a feeling you have them. Or if you don't, tell me that you don't. Because for me, it was Mario 64. That was the one that got in my guts and like changed who I am as a person. Or maybe you didn't have that experience. Uh-oh. Maybe I just revealed something weird about myself. That Mario 64 was basically a religious experience for me. And I know my friend Aaron Shannon, it was Banjo-Kazooie in middle school. I didn't have Banjo-Kazooie, and my dumbass was like, well, Donkey Kong 64 will obviously be the superior game. Surprise, it wasn't. It was just a bigger collectathon. Okay. So, I spent like an hour here, and I got one more pagey. It's a bad sign. Earlier, I made a hilarious joke about needing a player's guide, but I think I really might. Tomb Raider? Dude, that's solid. That's super legit. Ratchet and Clank? Also legit. Crash Bandicoot? Weird game where he plays a Tasmanian? Yeah! I remember Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. That came out on GameCube at one point. Shit, man, I thought for sure you'd be a Spyro guy. I don't know why I assumed that. Spyro always seemed kind of cool. It's so... oh my god. It's so funny, the fucking moral dilemma when Super Nintendo was past its prime, and it was like, okay, I gotta decide. Because, you know, my parents weren't fucking millionaires. We had to decide, or I had to decide, nope, my sister was not playing video games at this point, but I had to decide between either an N64 or a PlayStation. And so really the choice became Mario 64 or Crash Bandicoot, and for me it was Mario 64. I was, oh god, I was so obsessed with Mario 64, in 6th grade, I would just ask my friends who had it, I'd just be like, tell me about it. Tell me what the game's like. That's how cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs I went for that one game. You had Spyro! Good, okay. Was Spyro dope? It seems like it's amazing. I feel like, because I played a tiny bit of Crash, and I'm like, oh, I'm glad I skipped this. And Ratchet and Clank seems cool, but Ratchet and Clank is like a modern series now. That's still going. So I could just grab the latest one of those and call it a day. Plus I had Jet Force Gemini, which I feel like is secretly Ratchet and Clank for Nintendo guys. But Spyro always seemed like something kind of special, and I respect the, oh shit, what's it called? The little action figure guys, Skylanders. I respect that as a business model, but I recognize that it's not the same. Ooh, Ricky, you got a hot take on Spyro, because I see so much nostalgia for Spyro, it's really refreshing to see an honest critique. Thank you. It's a cute character, and I get the appeal of it. But I was gonna say, I bet it's too good to be true. Skateboarding sessions. Jesus. That's like, you know what? You know what games are good when they give a damn about being good? Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. When you're playing as Sonic, and you're just running, and granted, I like the sections, like the grinding and shit, rail grinding, I feel like that makes sense for Sonic. Those parts are good. Okay, that makes sense too. That's the thing, man. Like, nostalgia is a hell of a drug. Why does he turn orange, Rio? We'll never find out. I gotta go to GameFAQs.org. Just kidding, I know it's .com. Alright. Those old franchises, man, it's... that shit's fascinating. I love, oh shit, what's it called? Mascot characters. I love mascot characters. Because, after Mario and Sonic, everybody was trying to have their own mascot, like Arrow the Acrobat and shit like that. Or Leave, that works too. Hey, there's the lag between our chat. If I saw it, I would have said that. Actually, hang on a minute, I can pop back up there, easy breezy. So you said, stay at the border of his field of view and then back off at the last second. We'll try it. But man, I've run right through this guy when he turns orange, and I think there's something else to it. Let's try it though. See, oh, did you see that? My ass ran right through him when he turned orange, and he's not collectible. That's the weird thing. It's like an enemy. Fuck. And if he hits me, he doesn't turn orange. He stays red. This is dumb. Sorry, Platonic. I love you, but this is a poor design. Oh no! I gotta attack. Fine, I'll try it. Okay, I'll try it when he. I feel like I've hit him when he turns orange, but we'll try it. See, yeah, you saw. I hope you saw that just now. Shit. Come on, motherfucker. I'm looking right at you. This bird is for that ghost, not you. I'm trying, by the way. I'm open to suggestions, and I tried. Rikio, oh my god, I'd be so happy to give you this controller. We gotta... I don't know, man. We might have to make some kind of cool trip happen sometime. I think we should hang out. Just saying, I hope that's not super weird. I hope it's just a little weird. Jess was saying the same thing. We're like, all three of us are on the same wavelength. I'm so glad you stopped it. I'm always so happy when you stop in, dude. Even when you give me total shit for sucking at these games. Because I know it comes from a place of love. It's not hateful. It should disturb you to be very core. Shut the fuck up. I know you're not beating this game. I know you did not 100% this shit. Dude, yeah. Well, we'll message back and forth. We might have to make something happen. That'd be so much fucking fun. I think all three of us would have a really good time. But okay, fuck this. I'm not messing with him anymore. I need more stuff to do. We expanded this level, and I feel like nothing cool came of it. Maybe I drink too much SoCo. Alright. Let's figure something out. Oh shit, I tried to clear that gap before and I got my ass kicked. I need to find so many more pages before I can access the next world. Uh-oh. Rikio, don't encourage me. Or totally encourage me. I have a feeling... Oh shit, no. No, 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 no. No! Oh, this fucking... Bad game design. Bad game design. I want to talk to Grant Kirkhope. Hey, why did you let them make the lava the same color as all the other ground? Bullshit. That's dog shit. That was dog shit. They should let me climb that. Okay. There's still some Soko left. Fuck it. I work from home tomorrow. Kooky dude, what's up? It is good gameplay. Rikio, I know that's why you're here. For my great speed run of this game. Wow. Matt Baird has the world record. He beat Yooka-Laylee in 95 hours. The kooky dude. Oh yeah. No, what's up, man? I guess I got excited because his name is almost Yooka-Laylee. So maybe, like, I'd get some great tips. Because I clearly suck a ball or two at this game. Because my rare 3D collectathon experience was the weird ones. Fucking Jet Force Gemini and Donkey Kong 64. Everybody else was playing Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie, and I'm like, no, let me play Jet Force Gemini. Which was great. I feel like Jet Force Gemini was the low-key 3D Mega Man game we never got. Also, it was like a weird hybrid of Metroid. Yeah, are there many Yooka-Laylee streams? Because I feel like there were a bunch at launch, and then we don't see so many now. I just love indie games also. I love indie games, and I'm gonna just say it, I'm a Super NES and N64 era Rare fanboy. So I'm fucking psyched that this came out. Even though, Rikio will attest, I pretty much suck at this game. But I'm having a lot of fun doing terrible at it. You know, the real problem is that Lupus, the gun-toting dog, and Lanky Kong are not playable. That's the real problem. Hey! Kooky dude, I'm gonna host you right back, bro. Hell yeah. We gotta look out for each other, man. That's some dope shit. Thank you, sir. When's, so, Kooky dude, do you have a regular, time and day for streaming? Because I recently switched to Thursdays, 10 to midnight Eastern time. Though granted, I'm staying up late tonight because this game is dope, and you guys are cool, and I like goofing around with you instead of going to bed. Because it's a fucking party now. I finished off the Soko. Oh hey, can I tell you guys something rude? Oh, uh-oh. Oh no, I'm slurring my words. So, a kind of a random thing that stuck with me forever was Wanda Sykes' stand-up in the late aughts. And she talked about how funny it was to babysit her sister's kids. And her sister would call her in the middle of the... or not in the middle of the night, but like kind of late-ish at night to check in. And be like, hey, I hope they're not causing too much trouble. Are the kids okay? And she's like, fuck yeah, they're okay. We're drinking liquor and playing Nintendo. And that stuck with me my whole life. I feel like that is the Super Apartment Friends stream in a nutshell. Is, hell yeah, we're playing liquor and we're drinking liquor and playing Nintendo. Boom. Yooka-Laylee is Nintendo nostalgia, and I am definitely drinking some liquor. Oh shit, I already got this one. I'm not good at this game. That's okay. That's okay. Alright. Let's parse this out, guys. Where do you suppose the next page is? Oh shit, that'd be awesome. Oh my god, of course Kooky Dude smashed this game in like 20 minutes. And my dumb ass is still playing it. Kooky Dude, here's the real question. Did you 100% it? Because I was talking to a Riccio that like I don't think I've 100%ed a game since like 10th grade. Oh shit, I'm in doo-doo water. God damn it. I have a real beef with this. I would like to file a complaint with Grant Kirkhope. Don't make your death water the same color as your level. Ooh. 100% a damn, dude. Congrats. Just straight up. Cause as soon as I played a Rextro game and it's like, oh, like beat the high score to get an additional pagey, I'm like, oh, I'm never 100%ing this game. So straight up, just hats off to you for 100%ing this thing. And no shame in using a guide. I'm playing Breath of the Wild. The new Zelda. I'm playing that and I have to hit up a guide for that once in a while. There's no shame in that. The skulls, I don't even know about skulls. You're already on a way higher level. I'm a filthy casual. Emphasis on the filth. I 100%, I will say, my dumbass 100%ed Donkey Kong 64 back in the day. Which, if you recall, Donkey Kong 64 was the breaking point for collectathon games because that shit was so out of control. So I feel like I have a little bit of collectathon street cred for that, if nothing else. Oh man, I'm at a loss. This level has me pretty stumped. I need a lot more pages. Flappy Bird, okay. You know what? I could roll with some Flappy Bird. I think the most time I spent with a Rextro game was on World 1, which was kind of like RC Pro-Am, if I'm remembering right. But, not to get super duper old school, but Jet Force Gemini had an RC Pro-Am style minigame, and it's like, that shit controls funky as hell on a controller. Like, it's okay on an arcade steering wheel, but a regular ass controller kind of feels like crap. Hey man. The guy who made Flappy Bird fucking retired a millionaire, didn't he? Like, somebody must have liked it. I'm mad. Oh god, that's just the entrance. Oh no. What have I done? Fans at home, don't drink in Collectathon. fucking love this music. Grant Kirkhope. You're my boy. Though, and you know what? Grant Kirkhope gets a lot of love for the Rare soundtracks, but like David Wise is also a big part of that, and Leslie something is also a big part of that. Like that's the crew. There's like an extended crew who did the Donkey Kong Country music, which is goddamn spectacular. I love Grant Kirkhope. I'm not trying to take any wind out of his sails, but there's some other people who deserve a lot of respect as well. I'm just fucking psyched this game exists. Like, I don't know if I can overstate that enough. I'm just glad this is here. To alcohol! Because of, oh man, it really is the cause of and solution to all of life's problems. That is too true. Like, it hurts a little bit, it's so true. I mean, not to be that guy, but you know, once we legalize weed, shit's gonna change. Just saying. Yes, Kooky Dude, exactly. It's exactly what you want, but it you know, it has some issues. Yep. Yes. I love Kartos. Kartos gets dumped on by like reviewers. I'm like, are you guys crazy? Because the Kartos sections are fucking fantastic. The camera's a little funky. And I think that's the bulk of the issue. I've gotten very spoiled by Breath of the Wild, where I can spin that camera around me all I want while I'm climbing, and the camera in this is not quite as robust. Kartos is great. Rextros sucks exactly as much as I expected from a Rare game. Yeah. Rextro is a real throwback to Donkey Kong 64. See, now I feel cool for 100% Donkey Kong 64. Because I skipped, this is so dumb, I skipped Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie, because I was like, well, I'll wait for Donkey Kong 64. And I did. And I got it, and I did somehow 100% that game. But, I mean, that would have been time better spent 100%ing either of the Banjo games. I love Jet Force Gemini. Kooky Dude, did you play JFG, as I like to call it on the internet? I would love to see my next dream project for Playtonic would either be a spiritual successor to Diddy Kong Racing, which has the superior single-player mascot karting adventure, or Jet Force Gemini. Kooky Dude, oh my god, I fucking love Conker's Bad Fur Day. Conker's Bad Fur Day is fantastic. It has the darkest ending to a video game I've ever encountered, and not only is it a dark ending, but it feels earned. Because like any schmuck can put a like grimdark ending onto their game, but with Conker's Bad Fur Day, there's like there's a very real sense of crushing despair that is somehow hilarious. Oh, dude, Rare Replay is like the one thing that makes me wish I had an Xbox One. I'm on the same boat with you with Banjo 1. I played a bunch of it. Ooh, I haven't played Spec Ops, but I do know the twist. Grab by the Ghoulies is the one I missed, because I didn't have an Xbox at the time. And like, you know, I guess I'm exaggerating a little. I'm sure there are darker endings than Conquer, but Conquer was dark in like a really personal way. It just felt like this one fucking guy was just really miserable about where his life ended up. It felt kind of more real somehow. But I almost wish I hadn't read about Spec Ops: The Line and just played it. But I know I never would have, because I'm not a big, like I was talking to Ricky about it earlier. My first-person shooter gaming peaked with Perfect Dark in 2000. So like I wouldn't have played Spec Ops: The Line, but I read about it after the fact, and I respect the fuck out of it. I'm so glad that exists. Yeah, it's so funny because Nintendo, of course, has this rep as being the family-friendly kind of bullshit console. Like, oh, you can't really get away with anything with Nintendo. But Nintendo had the raunchiest version of BMX XXX. It had the raunchiest version of Conquer. Like, certain things they let through. Ooh, Spec Ops is third person? I do love that. I played through, speaking of third person, I played through all of Gears of War 1 kind of after the fact, and that was dope.
Yeah. Hey. Hey. Yeah.
Yeah, the remake of Conquer felt, I don't know. And it's because I didn't have the right system at the time, so I never checked it out. It felt a little, I don't know, it didn't feel right somehow. And I mean, it could just be that I loved the original Bad Fur Day so much. I think the gaming world at large doesn't give Conquer enough credit for context-sensitive buttons. Because technically Zelda invented that, but Conquer took it to a whole different level. Rare is a weird studio to be a fan of, because they were hemorrhaging talent as soon as GoldenEye. Like, some of their top people were leaving mid-GoldenEye. So it's almost like hard to tell. It's kind of hard to tell where the Rare you care about ends and like boring modern Rare begins. I hung on to Rare myself, like personally. I was on Rare's bandwagon through Star Fox Adventures on the GameCube. But like I said, they were losing top talent as early as before GoldenEye was done, which is pretty brutal. Like, they were losing dudes left and right very fast. It does mean we got 3 top-notch Donkey Kong Country games, though. That shit is golden. I could talk about Rare all night and forever. Kooky Dude and Riccio, what is your favorite Donkey Kong Country game? Because for me it's 2, but Jess prefers 3. And neither of us prefers 1, because it's kind of vanilla bullshit compared to 2 and 3. 2 is my favorite, but I'm like, 3 is sick. But we're both like, 1's kind of like bullshit. Not bullshit, but it's so basic. It just doesn't have as much personality or 64 version totally counts. Kooky Dude, I recommend correcting that if you like 2D side scrollers at all. I think that would be a reasonable thing to correct. Riccio, 64 totally counts. 64, I would say, is the underrated gem of that series. That's the only one you played? Oh, man. Both of you guys, you gotta play that trilogy. Or at least play 2 and 3. Ah, that's your homework. If you play even one of those games, I'll be so happy. That is, to me, that is 2D platforming nirvana. Especially 2. Especially 2's hard, also. Like, any of it's good. If you play any of it, I'm gonna be fucking jazzed. Yes, I absolutely think Returns and Tropical Freeze are completely valid spiritual successors. Returns is fantastic and definitely maintains the difficulty level, as does Tropical Freeze, and Tropical Freeze does something I'm so excited about, which is it rips off mechanics from DuckTales, which is low-key one of the best side-scrollers ever made. Cranky Kong plays like Scrooge McDuck, and it's fucking radical. Any of those games, any of the country games, please play them, and just tell me what you think, because that's so exciting. So Rikio says once he gets done with homework and life work, and work, I'll get your assignment. Awesome, pick any of them, you're gonna have a great time. Oh, that's so exciting. Oh, that gives me so much like hope for the future. That there's still people discovering Donkey Kong Country games. That's so magical. If I were to rank them, I would say 2, Tropical Freeze, Returns, 3, and 1. In that order. Play whatever looks good to you. That's awesome. That's so fucking good. Those are good-ass side-scrollers, man. Look at all these, quills I have to collect. I finally got to, like, where I need to be. Is Hat in Time still in development? I want Hat in Time to be good, but it's been in development for, like, 10 years? I want honestly, I want every game to be good. Especially if it's something that looks to Mario 64 and Banjo-Kazooie for inspiration, because, you know, like I said earlier, for a long time in my life, Mario 64 was the ultimate video game. Just end-all, be-all. That was it. No one could top it. And I mean, granted, Ocarina of Time topped it immediately, as did Banjo-Kazooie and Perfect Dark and GoldenEye and all that shit. But for a year or two, at my most formative, Mario 64 was the video game. I wanted to live inside that world. I wanted to move to Peach's Castle. And that's not something I can say for a lot of video games. I'm glad, if Hat in Time is still moving along and looking good, that's awesome. I remember hearing about Hat in Time when it was like first announced. Oh shit, I found a whole new chunk of world. This is amazing. Boy. Drink liquor and talk about Donkey Kong Country and you'll find the cool parts of this level. But Hat in Time was when I remember hearing about it when it was first like launching, and then it kind of went away for a while, and I was like, oh shit, that might have fallen off the wagon, so I'm glad to hear it's still trucking. Oh, there's a murder mystery in Hat in Time, that's adorable. I'm into it. Who makes... I'm getting Hat in Time mixed up with... There's a similar project made by, I want to say it's somebody from the Portal team. And I'm getting those two mixed up. I'll have to dig into it. awkward. This this sign character was going to be voiced by Jontron, which I don't know if you guys follow that, but that got weird. That's a bummer. He was in multiple levels. I thought he was just in the winter level, but he's here too. He's a huge Banjo-Kazooie fan. That's kind of fucked up that he ended up being a nutcase. It's weird. Ricky, I try not to put too much thought into the logistics of 3D platformers. You got a lot of weird, especially in a rare one, where they just slap eyeballs on a character, on an inanimate object and call it a character. I can't tongue these ones like I want to. Oh, there we go. Oh shit, it's a time limit. Oh, I gotta drag it around. Get in that mud hole. There we go. Oh shit, come on, yeah. Oh, I got 30 seconds, I can do this. I can't jump though. Oh dear. Oh, here we go. Oh no. Oh no. No, I didn't want to talk to this douche. Oh my god, I did not want to talk to him. Stop. Stop. This is a big... Now that this challenge is over, this is a big year for rare Mario and Crash fans. I think Crash is the 3D platformer that I kind of missed out on. Because I went N64 instead of PlayStation. I was at that crossroads in my gaming life where I had to pick one or the other, and I picked Mario. You guys, how exciting is Sonic Forces? Because you can make Cold Steel the Hedgehog, and you can make Sonic Chi, you can make all the terrible meme characters. I can make Matt the Hedgehog, which if I remember right, Matt the Hedgehog is like a tall, douchey alt-rocker. If you put in your first name and then followed by the Hedgehog, it'll be some embarrassing fan art. It's amazing. Riccio, stop saying no. Riccio, stop saying no. It's the most exciting thing. It's the best thing to hype. Sonic Forces is the best thing to happen to Sonic since Michael Jackson did the soundtrack to Sonic 3. Admit it. Admit it. It's the best thing to happen to Sonic since Knuckles. Because that franchise has lost its mind. So, it's really weird that the signpost, like, answers to a grocery cart. Or, oh boy, I'm about to tell you guys something weird. So, I am in southeastern Michigan, and in a little region. Southeastern Michigan has kind of a unique vibe. We're close to Detroit, we're close to Ann Arbor. It's pretty cool. But I needed to kill these mushrooms first. That's what I needed to do. But so when the automotive oh boy, this is a long story. There's a small part of this region that calls grocery carts buggies. That is the short version of what I'm trying to tell you. It's such a small region that it's really just the town that I'm in right now. And I grew up here. Oh, look at that, we did it. No, we didn't. But anyway, I want to call Wally a buggy. Which will make sense, because it's not drawn by a horse. DeviantArt is gonna be cluttered with furry smut. Gonna be, cause it's not right now? Riccio, come on. Let's be realistic. I lost interest in Five Nights at Freddy's when I realized weirdos jack off to it. I'm like, oh, that's a great premise for a horror game. And then realized, like, weirdos spank it to the fucking Chuck E. Cheese animatronics gone evil. Hey, you know what's funny? Good on them. Like, anybody can jack off to whatever they want. And at first I was like, oh, it's weird that Five Nights at Freddy's specifically got this treatment. But there really is a Tumblr account that I follow where they draw like hunky versions of horror movie slashers. And even my sweet baby boy Jason has gotten sexualized. So like, I don't know, man. I guess there's something for everybody. It kind of makes me sad though.
Hey. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Hey.
Like Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees reimagined as sex bots is, moderately upsetting. They're upsetting characters anyway. They didn't need to be more upsetting. Well, Riccio, who doesn't jerk it to the Kool-Aid Man? He's so vivacious. Always bursting through walls and such. Full of juices. What patches still need nutrients? Sign Man, what are you even talking about? What's even... Oh, there's stuff up here. Ah, yes. There's at least one up here. Let's find a patch. Oh, there it is. There's that patch of dirt. Oh, yeah. We're getting one more page before I call it quits. I'm calling it. Riccio, what do you think is the... Riccio or Kooky Dude, what do you think is the hunkiest mascot? Because I would vouch for the brawny, paper towel man. I think that's the hunkiest mascot. Though I think there is something to be said for Kool-Aid Man's like out of control sexuality. That's right, Riccio. You gotta stick around for this last pagey. It's gonna be a good one. Once I get this stupid seed thing to fall off. Frosted Flakes Tiger is an excellent choice. I think that's a totally valid pick. Tony, yep. He's great. God damn it. I can't rotate the camera for this. Fuck. I really want to get this. I don't want to go to bed before I get this. Damn it. No, you piece of shit, guys. Alright, we got this. Ooh, change the camera angle. Oh. Why? Why? I can't tongue it? I can't tail whip it. See, this seems like clunky design. I don't know if this is me being a baby. It probably is. But it seems clunky. Why can't I rotate my camera at all? I'm going for the licks. Look at that. See that? Alright, Riccio. You get a little ribald with it. Oh, we chased off Kooky Dude. It was too much for him. He's like, yo, I'm kooky, but I don't want to weigh on sexy mascots. That's fair. Fuck it. I can't get this. Look at this. That's bullshit. What am I doing wrong? I know. I'm such a fucking weirdo. I scared them off.
Hey.
Damn it. Okay. You know what? Maybe this is the breaking point, cause I need to pee. This might be it. Riccio, unless you have $1 million solution. What the hell? I asked for $1 million solution. It does. It seems broken, doesn't it? And man, I hate to harsh on this game, but like, I weirdly enough kind of expect that from a kickstarted game. I don't expect the same level of professionalism that I get with like Breath of the Wild or something like that. Here's your solution. Oh boy. Oh, get good. Or is this a get good fake out? I accept either. I accept my fate. I think we're at quitting time. But I do want to see the finale to your solution here. Don't leave me hanging. A pass first. Riccio, you know how to subvert my expectations. That's all I ask for. That's all I ask for in a stream viewer, is you consistently subvert my expectations. So you know. That's all I ask for. Reasonable expectations. I think I'm gonna bail. This has been a lot of fun. Riccio, thank you for dropping in. Thank you for everyone else for dropping in. Yooka-Laylee is great, but it's not perfect. I'm gonna be back next week. This is Super Apartment Friends. I'm Matt. We're here every Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time to midnight Eastern Time. I'm really excited for the Friday the 13th game. Unfortunately, that won't be here in time for next Thursday, but it will be here for the week after. So, me and my baby boy Jason Voorhees are going to slaughter some horny teenagers. I think that's going to be delicious. Riccio, good night, man. Thanks for dropping in. If you have any exams left, good luck on them. If you don't have any exams left, I hope you're fucking crushed. Yeah, it's a pleasure, man. Thanks for dropping in, everybody. I'll be here again. Next week's a little different. I'll be here Wednesday next week. Usually it's Thursday, but we gotta shuffle some stuff around for a thing we do called Half Thanksgiving. I can tell you all about that next time. But yeah, take it easy, guys. Hope you have a good week. And enjoy yourself. Bye bye.